Hello guys, in one of the previous tutorials I showed you how to set up SSH connection and make it easy and secure with your Linux machine. But what if we need to do configuration on our Linux server remotely? So in order to do that, I'm going to show you how to set up VPN connection with your remote machine. So, and we're gonna use WireGuard and a specific use case like server client. So let's go to our server and do some settings. This is a HP19. This is my server. And I'm gonna install a couple of packages. Sudo pacman and s. I'm gonna do wireguard tools and wireguard vanity, I think. Yeah, if you're using Debian-based Linux like Ubuntu, you have to do sudo apt install. So I'm using pacman because this is Arch, by the way. Okay, we're installing our packages. It's done. Now we're gonna go to the config sudo n vim etc guard, and here we're gonna create our file wg0.conf. The name could be different, it's up to you. It's just the name of the network interface. So and I'm gonna paste here. This is the example what the config should look like. What are we gonna do here? This is the address of our server. So we're gonna use, for example, 10.0.1.1, and this is the port. My server is behind the router, and I made some settings to forward the port. So I have 518.2.2. This is the port that forward in my router. So also here we're gonna use the name of our network interface that that the server actually connected to the network. Instead of ETH0, I'm gonna use here LAN0. It's not necessary if your router is, if your server is behind the router. So I actually don't have to use it, but just in case. So I did it here. So this one, 0. Okay, looks good. This is a pre-shared key. I'm not going to use it in this tutorial. I'm just commented out, and also this one. And these are my peers that will be connected to my server. So I need only one peer here, and I'm gonna set up the name for my peer. It's going to be Samsung. This is my laptop, and allowed IPs 10, 0, 1, 2, for example. This 32 means that this is only one IP will be allowed here. So this is not a range of IPs. This is only one IP is accepted here. And now I have to do some keys here. For example, this is a public key of my peer, of my Samsung. So I'm going to copy it here. So this is my WireGuard vanity address utility. You see the command how it could be used. So this is for my SAMs. I generated keys. WireGuard vanity helps you to generate kind of human readable public keys. For example, this one contains SAMs in the beginning. It starts with SAMs. So it could be useful in some cases. It will be easier to recognize what its public key belongs to. So I'm gonna copy this one and I'm gonna paste it here. Okay. Okay, looks good. This is a public key of my peer, of my Samsung. So far, so good. Oh, what is that? I don't need that. And here I have to paste the private key of my server. Let's copy it as well. So, and this is a WireGuard vanity for my HP19. This is my server. Let's copy some of the, for example, the first one looks good. It contains HP19 in the beginning. I need this private key. So I'm going to copy this and paste it here like that. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, it's looking good. Okay, I think my server config is created. I'm gonna save it and try to run my VPN connection. Sudo wg quick up wg0. This is the name. It should be the same corresponding to my conf file, but I don't need .conf, of course. Okay, and to check it, I can do ping of my 10.0.1.1. I see it's pinging, so looks like it's working. Now I can do exit from my server and do configuration on my host machine, on my local machine. So okay, I already have installed the packages. I just have to go to sudo and vim and do wg1.conf. So okay, let me do copy of the example. Okay, this is the example how the config should look like. So here is the address of my current local machine. This is the 10.0.1.2, and the DNS, instead of this one, I'm going to use the public Google DNS. Let's use 8 what is that, 8888 and 884 4, I think 4. Yes, and as a peer, I'm gonna set up my server here. So here's the important thing, that is endpoint, and I know that my port is 518.2.2, and instead of these my ddns example.com, I gonna use IP of my server. So this is a IP. I already figured it out. This is the IP of my server. You can use the same command. In this tutorial, it's supposed that you have static IP for your server, and this is the static IP for my current server. And I'm gonna set it up here. So okay, looks like it's done. And I have to specify on the private key of my current local machine and the public key of my server. I don't want to use a pre-shared key in this tutorial. I just commented out, and here I'm going to paste the private key of my local machine. So this is Samsung, and I use this one. So I'm gonna copy this private key. Okay, looking good. And here I'm gonna specify my server public key. Okay, I use this one, and this is the public key of my server. Okay, let's copy this and paste it here. Okay, it looks like it's done. Yeah, this one is correct, this one is correct, DNS and the IP address and the port. Okay, I can save it. And now I can give it a try. sudo wg quick up wg1. This is the name of my interface. Okay, let's do ping 10.0.1.2. This is my own IP address. Okay, it's working. And let's ping our server. Okay, our server is pinging. And now we can go to the config, SSH config, and find our HP. This is our HP 19, our server. Let's do copy of that and paste it and name it somehow like HP 19 VPN, for example. And instead of this host name, we're gonna use the VPN address of our server. This is the 10.0.1.1. Okay, save our config and exit. And now we can do SSH HP 19 VPN. Okay, it's working. So in this tutorial, we set up a VPN connection between our local machine and our remote machine. And we set up SSH connection using working over that VPN. So we can use our VPN connection from any point in the world where VPN is not blocked by the internet provider for some reason. So, and we can do any configurations on our server, connecting to our server using SSH over VPN. Okay, thank you for watching and bye.